have come into reckoning. As the mother of the nation, the spotlight was on Nigeria's First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu, and her interventions to champion the cause of women in the country. This she ever shared with her guests, whose sacrifices, she noted, often go unannounced or uncelebrated.
We are leaders, innovators, and trailblazers, excelling in every field and breaking barriers, and even in politics. The achievements of our women in all sectors of the economy is highly commendable.
Reflecting on the theme of the day, looking ahead, the First Lady says Nigeria is at the threshold of our prosperity and called on mothers to shape that desired future by giving proper training to their children.
With what we have seen in society today, if we do not step in to make the necessary amends, our children are at risk of losing their identity. Tell them the way it is. We don't accept nakedness in our culture. That is not beautiful.
For the Nigerian project to succeed, the current administration needs all the support it can get, starting from women.
No matter what, let's keep our differences aside for the benefit of all. But united, we would uplift ourselves as women.
Our First Lady has brought Nigeria women out. Let us come out and rally around her.
The bold step that Mr. President has taken in the last 1 year are very essential.
The anniversary cake, the first of many, was cut to mark the day. In the State House, Adeni Taiwo, NTA News.
More reports coming from the preparations for the commemoration of the president's 1 year in office. The commencement of commercial operations of the Abuja Rail Mass Transit System, also known as the Abuja Light Rail, will now be flagged off on Democracy Day, Wednesday, May 29, 2024, by His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu by 1 p.m. In a statement by the Director of Press to the Minister, Anthony Ogunle, the flag-off ceremony was earlier scheduled for Monday, 27 May 2024. The flag-off of the commencement of commercial operations is part of celebrations marking the first-year anniversary of the administration of President Bola Tinubu. Now to youth matters. Nigeria continues to grapple with the challenges of corruption and cybercrime. A new generation of young leaders are emerging to tackle these issues for a better nation. A non-governmental organization engaging youth in anti-corruption and cybercrime education carried out a sensitization program to the government junior secondary school in Kubwa, as Hawagimba was there.
In one voice, they speak the word, changing the world through sensitizing the young students on anti-corruption and cybercrime. From educational programs to community-led campaigns, the inspiring stories of young Nigerians who are driving change and shaping a brighter future for our nation, engaging youths in anti-corruption and cybercrime education with its members, SARS, empowering youths to take a stand against corruption and cybercrime is crucial for Nigerians' future. Guest speaker who dwelt on anti-corruption and cybercrimes, Emmanuel Ebusoleme, educated the students into the world of anti-corruption and make youths who are ready to change the narratives of anti-corruption and cybercrime.
We started this initiative with the mindset that the future is important and these children are the future. So if we don't get them at this stage, it's going to affect their future. So that's why we are here. We are moving from one school to another to ensure that these children's their future are secured.
Glory Amunchi, member of the Engaging Youth in Anti-Corruption and Cybercrime, says the aim of the program is to catch them young as well as guide them to a better Nigeria. She also spoke on the importance of empowering youths to take a stand against corruption and cybercrime.
With the recent rise of crimes online, we decided to choose cybercrime to create awareness on the implications and the consequences of that and how these kids can avoid it. So basically we are going back to the kids because they are vulnerable.
For the students, this was a take-home for them.
I learned about cybercrime, and cybercrime is a crime that you commit in the internet that is very dangerous to us.
I learned something good, that we should stay away from bad friends and the online phones spoil children.
Sensitization on anti-corruption and cybercrime, the organization says it is a continuous process for schools in the Federal Capital Territory and beyond. Hawagimba, NTA News.
Combining entrepreneurial training with academic pursuits as well as engaging in sporting activities are identified as means of curbing the menace of social vices among students. This was the standpoint of stakeholders in Karu during a conference organized by the Association of Deans Student Affairs of Tertiary Academic Institutions in Nigeria. Christy Ayagwa Adaji reports.
Worried by the increased rates of social vices such as drugs addiction, cultism and internet fraud among students, the Association of Deans of Student Affairs in Tertiary Institutions organized a 4-day conference on the theme, Navigating the Menace of Multidimensional Challenges of Drug Addiction, Cultism and Internet Fraud, Dominance among the Students of Tertiary Institutions in Nigeria. The pivotal roles of the Deans of Student Affairs with the aim of fashioning a better future for the youth. The gathering offered members the opportunity to brainstorm and come out with workable plans on how to bring positive development in the advanced institutions in Nigeria.
We come together to ensure that our campuses are safe and peaceful. If they are positively engaged, more sporting activities should be encouraged in all our institutions, because when they are too free, they can do and undo.
Participants described the conference as timely and affirmed their readiness to step down the knowledge acquired to their various institutions.
The students are the purpose of our tertiary institutions, and the deans of students, who is the closest as far as the administrative hierarchy is concerned to the students, cannot be just pushed aside.
I've learned quite a lot, and going back from this conference, I am much more equipped to face these challenges with better solution options.
We have learned concerning the way to help, to build the students, to help them go higher in life, not only having the end at the university level.
We have discussed among ourselves extensively on how to contribute our quota toward bringing down the issue of cultism, drugs, and other related issues among students in campuses.
The association also elected new executives to run its affairs for a period of 2 years. From Mararaba Karo local government area, Christy Ayagwa Adaji, NTA News.
Still talking education, the FCT Education Resource Center says it has taken position for transformative approach that will maintain the conduct and standard of various examinations in the Federal Capital Territory. Director Education Resource Center Nimat Abdurrahim made this known while monitoring the conduct of the Nigerian Defense Academy entrance examination. Hadiza Godwin Ebuni has more.
The Federal Capital Territory Administration says it is leaving no stone unturned in monitoring the conduct and adherence of candidates to the rules of examinations. This is with a view to ensuring that they maintain examination regulations. Director, FCT Education Resource Center, Nimat Abdurrahim, and Director, Administration and Finance, Education Secretariat, Abdurazak Laremo, who led the monitoring team, both reaffirms the FCT administration's commitment to continue to improve on its mandate concerning education and examinations in order to remain abreast with developing countries.
This is more secured, one of the best secured centers in FCT. You can see the security arrangement in this place, where they are kept, the holding room,
We have 2 different holding rooms. Then to make the transition from one session to another seamless.
Candidates say the examination has been made easy with the introduction of the computer-based test, and are looking forward to getting admitted into the Nigerian Defense Academy.
But this is the first time of us writing NDA exam through system. All my experience since 74 ROC, this is my first time of writing NDA exam through the system. But the exam was not too hard, if only you read.
I would prefer this to the last year. Because of last year, I was more focused on the past question, but this year, I was able to read textbook and past question together. The question, as expected, all that came out was what I actually read, although there are some few obstacles, but we thank God.
The FCT Education Secretariat say they will continue to provide enabling conditions and rules for every examination in the FCT. Hadiza Godwin Ebuni, NTA News.
Meanwhile, the West African Senior School Certificate Examination is ongoing in the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory. As students put all they have learned into practice, what is the significance of this exam, and how has the West African Examination Council been able to improve and sustain these exams for the past years? These are some of the questions Mariam George Jitubo seeks to answer in this report.
The West African Senior School Certificate Examination plays a crucial role in shaping the educational and professional future of millions of students and serves as a prerequisite for admission into tertiary institutions. About 39,773 candidates are sitting for the exam this year in the nation's capital, consisting of both the public and private schools. Head of National Office, West African Examinations Council, Dr. Amos Josiah Dongut, says WAEC, in line with global best practices, has adopted some innovations that will ensure a more transparent conduct of exam.
For this very examination, we have put some innovations in place that will include the use of handheld devices to check and ensure that candidates don't carry handsets into the examination hall, that they also don't carry dangerous weapons into the examination hall. We have also brought in an innovation that will ease supervisors' work. That is to do with the biometric attendance using a device that is able to authenticate bona fide candidates.
Mr. Dangout reveals that the Council has continued to look at better modern methods of assessment that will curb examination malpractice as well as improve performances.
All candidates are exposed to the same conditions for the examination. They are seeing the questions for the same time and they have the same time to write the examination, and so anything contrary to that is malpractice, giving unfair advantage to other candidates. So we go all out of our ways to fight it, to curtail it.
The students say they are fully prepared, praying for success as they write the exam.
I wish myself success in my exams because every single subject I'm writing is paramount to my application in a very good university.
I wish I and my colleagues success in this very exam. No F9, U1 plus.
No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Are the questions not difficult?
They are not too difficult. We read for them.
Head of the National Office, West African Examinations Council, Amos Josiah Dongut, wishes the candidates well and urges them to adhere strictly to the rules and regulations guiding the exam. Mariam George, Jitubo, NTA News.
Drive jeje sake of say life no get photocopy o. Drive jeje na the ogbonge road safety program wey dey show for NTA Channel 5 Abuja to teach country people on how to drive jejely for road. Country people, make una join the only driver wey dey drive for television, Odiriyogboru Arutere, for Drive Jeje every Friday 11:30 a.m. for NTA Channel 5 Abuja. For sponsorship and advert, green us with 08035368023 plus 09055552223. Drive Jeje because life na Jeje.
Thank you for staying tuned. A new trade has been discovered in the Abuja Municipal Area Council, precisely in Kochigoro and Karamajigi community, common among residents irrespective of age. Well, Deborah Gazajimaika reports that the young folks and adults are into ventilating hair business, as it is popularly called in that area.
We dey use and they help our children for school fees and food.
If you find yourself in these communities, you do not need to be told what the hair business is all about, because you get to see for yourself how engaged are some of the residents who have acquired the skills of ventilating hair. When asked how come about this trending business that is peculiar to Kuchugoro and Karumajigi communities in the Abuja Municipal Area Council, this is what Blessing James has to say.
They teach me. I dey see people they do am. Now me too can join.
Many people are gathering and be doing it. When you see how they are doing it and selling it, you will put effort and learn it and be doing. That is how we do it.
It is called ventilating. So we do sell it 3,500 for now. I came here this year, February, so I started learning this thing. Should be in February.
Some of the residents in the business speak on how the trade has empowered them financially and the challenges. Precious Igebo takes 1 to 2 days to finish one job.
A lot of people has benefited from this. A lot of people have benefited from this, especially in this village. Like you see, some of them they braid it, some of them they vent it, and it's really helping people. It has helped so many families in this village. There are some parents that their children, instead of them playing around, so they just involve them in doing this.
Now, because of the higher the quantity, the prices, because before we have been selling it in a normal. If we do one a day, I will finish a day, or if I started today, tomorrow I'll finish it.
This means of livelihood to the women and children to some extent has helped reduce idleness among members of the communities. In Abuja, Deborah Gazajimaika, NTA News.
Many thanks, Deborah. Women and discoveries, all in the name of looking beautiful. Well, the interesting part of it is that it is helping people put food on the table. That's the most interesting part of it. Beautiful business there. More from the communities. Residents of Paduma 1, 2, and 3 communities are appealing to the government to strengthen security measures in their communities in order to safeguard their lives and property. Sandra Akeme visited the communities and reports that there are also other basic needs in those communities. Let's hear from Sandra.
The need for basic social amenities in a community cannot be overemphasized. This is a case of Paduma, with more than 300,000 population and located just behind Asokoro in the Abuja Municipal Area Council. These communities decry lack of basic social amenities, one of which is security, even though a police outpost was sited in one of the communities.
For security, we have vigilante, and the vigilante people, they are tried. But the problem is that we need government, other AMAC chairman or minister, to assist this community with vigilante people, because peace is near for this community.
A local security personnel who chose to remain anonymous said efforts to keep peace in these communities are restricted owing to bad road network and poor logistics. The residents are calling on the government to beef up security measures to aid in the existing efforts put together by members of the communities.
The challenge for this community, we know have a support to support the vigilante people for this community, and then sometimes that when something happen before police come, we are the one that they give them alert, see what in they gone for this community. And then for empowerment, we don't have a vehicle, we don't have a motorcycle. Even the vigilante office, we are the one that will task ourselves and building.
My appeal
to the FCT minister and also the federal government as well. They should try at least to make provision of whether police station or outpost for the community, so that any time if they cannot do so, at least they should provide security around us, so that any time if anything is happening, we know that they are there, we will not be scared.
Security, they say, is everyone's business, and all hands must be on deck to tackle this challenge. From the territory, Sandra Akeme, NTA News.
You're right, Sandra. Security is everyone's business. Hoping that the relevant authorities will do something about it. It is on this note that we conclude today's edition of the program from the territory. Thank you for your time. See you next week. Bye for now.